Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brooks. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. Always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll go right back to him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Johnson wants to throw it. He lets one fly deep. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, what a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
He'll field the punt and take it back. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Boom. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Sauer. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
First and goal from the 4 as they try to break the seal on the scoring. They'll try to get it in with the run. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll move the wide receiver. Pulls it, fired complete. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Thomas. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Pulls and fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Johnson looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. There he goes. And he'll take it in for a touchdown. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Carter. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. It's caught downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
They'll run it from the gun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. The throw to the outside is complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
A run for the quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And here comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Johnson wants to throw it. Finds his back in the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Trying to pick up a first down. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Swings it out to his running back. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
1st and goal for the offense. Powers forward. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Fires to the wideout. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Tight end now in motion. They'll try the counter. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On the option. He breaks a tackle. It's a fumble. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse.
Woo, deep breath, big sigh of relief. He's able to recover it. You know, you put that thing on the deck, you start to panic, but great job getting back to the fumble, recovering his own fumble. Otherwise, whew, that could have been bad.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Creates a little space. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, that play-action fake, it just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking for a huge play. Makes a catch at the 20. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And now this offense will take the field again. Give to the back. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Takes the easy completion. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Finds a little space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical 3rd down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team, is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right here. 3rd down in the red zone. The quarterback has got to step up on this next play.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
Quarterback on the keeper. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
PAT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner goes down. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Motion from the wideout. Johnson looking to throw. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Cooper. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Cooper. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Johnson wants to throw it. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That is going to give that wide receiver nightmares, man. He was wide open. I don't know if there was a coverage bust on the back end, but that is a play that this dude needs to make.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on 1st down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football. And you could tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked them down, but thank goodness, still had a little space left.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there has been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Man, and that was a drive to forget right there. Like, they wanted to create some space, get out of their own end zone, and maybe flip the field, but that offense got nothing going, and they're going to have to punt from their own end zone.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Rushes on him. Bought a little time, lets it go. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Johnson looking to throw. This time on target. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. unloads quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Quick release by the QB. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gets it past the marker. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Field goal is good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened? And what do we do now to try to make this respectable? I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's got him in the flat. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Working that left side. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And for quarterbacks, corner routes can sometimes be some of the harder throws to complete. So you can see this quarterback has really worked time and again in practice and throughout his career trying to perfect his accuracy on these difficult throws.
On the run, it's Poe. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man quickly.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. The short hands, it's Sowell. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And it's no good. He missed it. Thought maybe that field goal could start some momentum. Instead, the deficit is still 16. They couldn't connect on that 57-yard field goal, and now they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking for space. It's McDowell. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
And here comes the punt team. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll go back to work on offense. He's going to throw deep right side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. Gives it on the option. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Catch in the middle, it's Carter. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you.
Turning it on! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking to throw on first down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And they're able to get him down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. So they couldn't get it done on 3rd down. Now they'll line up in punt formation. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
The give to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll send the back in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Quick release on the RPO. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, give on the inside. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. The give is to Smith. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Second down coming up. Back to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Johnson looking to throw. Gets open down the middle.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around, and maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They'll line up for a second down play. The play action fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He'll keep it himself. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. The run from the shotgun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got the quick pass. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into...
He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
He wants to throw it again. Makes the catch. It's Carter. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Phillips. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? He'll do it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback on the keeper. Bowls his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So guys, we'll see this offense again. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Cooper. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Now on first down from the 30. Now on the move. Look out, he's got room. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
You know they're feeling good about this drive. They've picked up a couple of first downs. Now they've got it at the 40. Motion from the wideout. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. And they'll just down it right there. They're backed up 1st and 10 from their own 1. First up, they've got to avoid disaster. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, do they need to convert this 3rd down or they'll be punting out of their end zone. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 3rd. Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The lone back's got it. There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They want that clock to run. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Wide receiver going in motion. Got it, looking for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. The give from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And they are in for the score here late in the 4th quarter. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Grab near the sticks. It's Carter. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that's exactly what this defense wanted to do coming into this game. They wanted to set up third down so that they could let their pass rush take over. They feel they've got a shot to be really successful if they can force the opponent to live in third and obvious passing situations. And that time, on the first third down of the game, they take advantage and get the sack.
And here comes the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Johnson looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The completion short of the sticks, it's second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cooper. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And that is what every single defense wants, man. They got to get those negative plays so you can put them in predictable situations. They gave up some yardage, but that's okay. Getting the sack, now forcing the 3rd and long, gear up the pass rushers, bring in some extra DBs, and try to go get them again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he's got some space. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Lost one deep down the right side. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
That's a big-time completion. And guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, the quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Johnson wants to throw it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
They'll send out the kicker here. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Looking to throw on first down. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him. And then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Hauls it in. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Johnson looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. At the 35, he's got more. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Motion from the wideout. From the red zone, looking for a man. Grab behind the line. It's Brooks. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
To the air on 2nd down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Yeah, and that's a timing route. You throw those out routes to your receivers, and he gets out of his break, and he gets his head around, and ideally you want him to get his head around right in time to catch that football, and you could just tell he didn't get comfortable, didn't get his hands around, his head around in the right time, and he just gets a drop.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And it's right down the boulevard. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They bring the punter onto the field now. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Cooper. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One final play before the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Right on target this time. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. He splits the uprights. They're now up 9-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Now this offense is back on the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the grab down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll try the run. Got a little space. He's loose on the right. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Carter. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Out of the gun to give to the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield, and he was able to make the tackle for loss.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Sowell. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Turning it on! And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield, they're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the outside. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Gonna look downfield again. Going for 6. Trying to bull his way in. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Trying to slam it. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
On second and goal, he carries again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Makes the catch and gets the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brooks. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. He's got the tight end. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Wide receiver going in motion. Finds his big tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They're dealing with a second and long. Trying play action. Shoots it to the left. The short hands, it's Cooper. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
After the miss on third down, the punt team is on the field. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Sauer. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And here's what I like about that, man. That feels like an instinctive play. Like this guy almost knew it was coming. You know, most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it, went right to the quarterback, saw it, and made the big sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Got a wide open receiver. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Big third down there for the quarterback, and he knew where his best chance was at getting that first. He found the curl route, made an accurate throw, and as a result, the offense stays on the field.
They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, first and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Smith takes the handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
The give out of the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Ball's at the 26. It's third and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And on third down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
They're in the red zone, first and 10 from the 20. Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And it's caught for the touchdown.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Johnson looking to throw. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Looking downfield on first down. On target over the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. To the air on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Nice move to keep running. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Thomas.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Sends it back in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Nestled just inside that right upright. That slices the lead to 2. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. A very conservative approach here, just taking the knee and heading to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll open the second half with a run. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Johnson looking to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. Quick completion to the right, and he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Reads it, fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Gets the back moving. Caught behind the line. It's Brooks. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Makes the grab. It's Thomas. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Fires left. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Tosses it incomplete.
The quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Looking for room, it's Brooks. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Completes the shuffle pass. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Johnson wants to throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Punt is on its way. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Carter. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Power football with the run. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, first and 10. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on! Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Caught in the backfield. It's Phillips. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
To the 15. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First down here for the offense. To the ground. He's got it again. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll leave it with him. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
How about the response by this defense? You gave up some yards, so what? Bowed your neck now on 3rd and goal, 3 stops in a row when it matters most, forcing the offense into a critical 4th down situation.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Never a doubt. And with that, they've taken the lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Using his legs, it's Brooks. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Johnson looking to throw. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. After that last incompletion, the offense is now in punt formation. Wants to bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the right. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. Got the 1st down and more. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They go to the ground. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Phillips. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. They extend the lead to 5 here in the 3rd. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Johnson wants to throw it. Got his man. Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. To the ground with the back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Motion from the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Now the play fake. Throwing right, and they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And here comes the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires downfield. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Hold and fire complete. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Here comes the offense on 2nd down. back to pass. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Got it in the middle, it's Phillips. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. Makes the catch. It's Carter. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Now on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Phillips. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Going to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And that's a hard thing to do as a receiver, but because you want to catch the football and you want to get upfield and make more yards, but sometimes you got to realize, I just got to toe tap that thing. I just got to get one in, get the completion. That was a missed opportunity right there.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Here comes the offense back onto the field. From the gun, the ground game. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Johnson looking to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires on the move. Pulls it in. It's Murray. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Cooper. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He'll start this drive going to the air. Lets it fly. It's complete. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and it fell incomplete because you did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Handoff from the shotgun. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. And he's dragged down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
And here comes the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Quarterback empties his backfield. Caught over the middle. It's John. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's John. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
He'll throw it. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Johnson wants to throw it. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The special teams on the field after the declined penalty. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Wants to throw on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. He's got it. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He holds one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Where did he find a hole in that secondary? They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get 1st downs to stay on the field, and they're executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off play action. He's got it on the move. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a 1st down. Nice balance by this offense.
Here's the heat. Makes the grab. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. Easy call for the refs.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if this offense comes out slinging from the first play of the drive down late. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Man, is that good situational football. Understanding what they're trying to do. They're trying to get it to their speedster. I got to come up. I got to get him on the ground. Nice execution by this defense, and they're going to need more of it. Late in the football game, who's going to win this battle?
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking left. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
This offensive coordinator is going to have to be creative. Time is winding down, and the offense has to move quickly. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Offense working from the pistol. Johnson looking to throw. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
Quickly to the tight end. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Fires to the big fella. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it for the late touchdown, but probably a little too late, barring just an epic finish.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
Obvious thinking here. Get the two-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Motion from the wideout. Using the quick game. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 15 seconds to play, and if they have a last gasp, they have to recover this onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.